Midnight Secrets Unveiled. I caught my husband in our kitchen at 2 a.m., whispering into his phone, his voice low and sharp, the way it gets when he's talking to someone he shouldn't be. We've been fighting for weeks, about money, about sex, about the new perfume I found in his car that wasn't mine. He kept saying he was working late, that the stress was getting to him, but every night he locked himself away, phone glued to his ear, while I lay awake, my mind spinning with every worst-case scenario. The tension between us was suffocating, electric. Sometimes I wondered if I wanted him to be cheating, just to prove I wasn't crazy. I imagined her, tall, glossy, perfect nails, and ached in places I didn't know I could. Our arguments got louder, crueler. He smashed a wine glass against the wall last Thursday. I started seeing my therapist twice a week, desperate to untangle the knots in my chest, but even there, I felt like I was hiding something, like my secrets were too ugly for daylight. Then, one night, I followed the sound of his voice to the guest room. I pressed my ear to the door and heard something that made my blood run cold, my husband, talking to my therapist. They spoke about me, my triggers, my past, as if I was a case file, not a person. I felt sick, violated, but I burst in anyway, hell-bent on catching them in the act. My husband looked up, startled, but not guilty. My therapist just nodded, calm as always. That's when they told me, there was no affair, at least not the kind I thought. They'd been planning an intervention. My husband was scared I was spiraling, and my therapist had agreed to help. The late-night calls weren't about cheating, they were about saving me. I stood there, shaking with rage and relief, realizing the betrayal I felt was real, but not for the reasons I'd believed. The real secret was how far I'd fallen, and how much I'd hidden even from myself.